What is up, my friends? I'm recording in my garage just because it's noisy and my kids are in my basement playing Lego Star Wars. So I was making a little grocery run video today. I go on to the pet store and it's a nice little chat and ride. Let's do it. So here we go, man. I took off today. I had some errands to run with my kids this morning, doctor's appointments. Took the whole day off, and I've been wanting to get to the pet store to get another fish for my Nano Tank that I have in my garage. I started up this Nano Tank about 8 or 9 months ago. I don't know, maybe, yeah. I'm heading over to Rockville Center to Parrots of the World. It's a pet store that's been around, I've been going there for like 25 years. As you can see here, a little traffic here from the cops. Got this woman pulled over right here. Speaking of cops, I mean, there's always craziness going on in the streets around here in Long Island, especially like in the Nassau County area. It's just a lot of hecticness, especially like around rush hour. And just no bullshit. A few days ago, I got hit by a car. It was a soft hit, but my Meepo Hurricane ran over. I was able to stop in time, do like a little power slide. She ran over the board. I did like a jump onto her hood, so I landed softly. But just the lesson is just never become complacent. Like, always keep your head on a swivel. I'm always telling my friends, my nephew, like, goes riding with me often, keep your head on a swivel when you're out on the streets. They do not expect to see you in the street. No one's looking for skateboarders. No one's looking for bikers, cyclists. You gotta keep your head on a swivel, look both ways, and then some when you cross every intersection, and this was an example of me darting out into the intersection, even though I had the right of way on the crosswalk. Yeah, this woman that's in a rush, making a left turn, bam, I come out, I dart out really quick with the skateboard, and she didn't even see me. It hit me, luckily I'm okay, and even more luckily that she gave me some cash, to cover the parts, the damage. I ordered a new front axle and new wheels, so whatever, let's put this behind me, learn my lessons, and move on from that one. I should be able to get my parts relatively within the next few weeks or so. I think my axle's coming from a U.S. warehouse, but the wheels, the Cyclone wheels, are coming from probably Hong Kong, so it might take a little while. Whatever, I have spoiled brat. I got a one wheel too. I love my one wheel, but the Hurricane, oh my lord, it gives me like the thrills that this one wheel could just never, like, it's two different animals. I love them both, and if you can afford to have them both, two different types of rides, same kind of stance, but two different rides, two different feels. I love them both. And the game changer for my Hurricane skateboard was putting on those 165 Cyclone wheels. It gave me a more floaty ride that I was used to with, like the one wheel, and changing out my bushings, getting the cheap Meepo crappy bushings out of there, and putting on Australian-made Riptide bushings that were made to handle my extra weight. I'm a 200-pound rider. Made the entire difference. It made the Meepo Hurricane feel like a Ford Mustang, go from a Ford Mustang to a Porsche, a McLaren, like amazing feel. So, kind of taking the long way to Rockville Center. I stopped by Tanglewood, went through the park really quick before I head over to Rockville Center. So they recently built this little trail that I'm about to head on right now. This trail is like a little preserve that cuts through like this little nature area that connects Lakeview to Rockville Center. It's a nice little pedestrian way to go, traffic-free, peaceful ride from, it's about like maybe 3/4 of a mile little trail right here. It goes all too quickly when you have a one wheel, And I'm shredding it up right now. This is like one of my favorite routes to go to not the pet store, but my local supermarket. Every time I can go fetch some groceries, I can hop on this little trail. It's a little fun, Speaking of the OneWheelGT now, I'm rounding a little over 900 miles. I'm coming up on 1,000 miles on this OneWheelGT, and noticing the tire. I got this stock Future Motion treaded tire, and it looks like it's barely broken in. I'm predicting that I'll be able to get like another 2,000 or 3,000 miles on this treaded tire. I mean, a lot of people have complained about the hardness of the tire. I think that the reason why, it's obvious Future Motion went with the hard tire for durability, so they're not having, one wheel owners sitting there, tire back. So they don't have one wheel owners sitting back there bored, to get a tire changed every 1,000 miles. It looks like this tire is going to be able to handle, several thousand miles. I have no problems with it. I run on 15 PSI. I think for my weight anyway, 12 to 15 is like the sweet spot. It kind of dampens a lot of the vibrations and whatnot. I wouldn't take it lower than like 12, I think. I don't know. I keep it at 15, but then over time it'll drop down to like 12, and then I'll pump it back up to like 15, 16-ish. And that's where like the comfort zone for the OneWheelGT. But eventually, when this tire is worn enough, I'm going to be going toward. Everyone's telling me how great that Enduro, the Enduro tire, so by Float Life. So that will probably be, my tire, my next tire. Go with a softer tread. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, making my way through Rockville Center. Almost there. Like I said, I'm taking the long way there. I just beautiful day in October in New York, Long Island. Not too many perfect days left on the calendar, I would think, as we're heading towards the end of the year. But this is my favorite time of the year. Fall is my favorite season. I love the changing of the season. I love the mild, cool weather, the more versatile amount of clothing you can wear. Different outfits, long sleeves. You can wear some hoodies, pullovers. Cooler air. I just love that cool air. The beautiful foliage of the trees and plants. As you see here on my left is the Long Island Railroad, which runs, it's an elevated train that runs all the way out east on the island and connects it to New York City. You can get a transfer in Queens that will take you to Manhattan. Yeah. But this little town here is always popping. There's a lot of restaurants, a lot of bars. It's a really poppin' scene on the weekends. A lot of kids in the 20s come here to mingle. The nightlife, the clubs, exotic foods. It's a really nice little poppin' town. The Rockville Center town, that is. But my bar days are over. I don't really care for the crowds anymore. But I do love to ride my wheel. As do probably many others that are tuning in for this chat and ride. If you're new here, if you made it this far, hit that subscribe button. I do this. This channel is kind of like a hybrid channel. It's just kind of like a hobby channel. It's a guy, dude channel, bullshit channel. I talk about mainly video games, arcade stuff, and relevant skateboarding, travel, video type channel. I don't know what I am. The channel, I feel like YouTube channels have to evolve, and so I don't I'm just like, follow me for me. I feel like I have a fairly interesting life. I don't know, although I don't really broadcast much of it publicly, because there's a lot of people out there that just like to I don't know. I got some haters out there just because of opinions in the past, based off of video games opinions, and people take it to heart and take things too serious, and so yeah, that's why I don't share too much of my private life. But I think I like to share, a little taste of my hobbies and my interests, to share with the rest of the community, whether it's the skating community and the arcade one-up community, retro gaming community. Some of you guys have been following me for years, and it's just like I got a friendship, out here. I have a lot of creators, a lot of just viewers I've become friends with over time. It's just a fun little network. I like YouTube, and there's no perfect medium out there, but YouTube's not bad. But yeah, we make it to parrots of the world. And yeah, like I said, I've been coming here for many years, over like 25 years. I think we moved out from Brooklyn to Long Island in the early 90s, and yeah, this is one of the first places I checked out. I've always been a hobbyist with, you know, turtles and fish, but yeah, I mean, this place has everything: lizards, mammals, you know, little rodents, rabbits, friggin' giant exotic birds, and I mean, they have a lot of exotic birds here, and most of the birds are like hand raised here. So this is like a great place. You don't find too many places like this that you know, you can just walk into a store and purchase a hand raised exotic animal. I guess one of the negatives of recording out in your garage is you got your neighbor that like mows his lawn 24/7. Like, I shit you not, like this guy's always out there fucking. But yeah, I don't know. Let me pause this. But yeah, making my way to your local neighborhood supermarket called King Cullen. The convenience of a one wheel. Hey, any chance I get to not have to drive a car, I take my board or my bike, you know what I mean, and we go. Alright, making my way. I had to change my locations. I had to leave my garage because my neighbor fired up his stupid lawnmower. I mean, it's just a random, it's a random Wednesday afternoon, and it is what it is, right? You would think. Yeah, picking up the dog food for my little mutt. Yeah, well, a little bag like this will last my 10-pound dog like a month. So yeah. Very convenient with the one wheel. My favorite way of transportation. And there's my clown pleco. Now in my Nano Tank, I got an explosion of algae growth. So I do clean off the front glass of my tank, and I figured for the rest I can give this clown pleco some work. You know, there's plenty of natural algae in there. Algae, however you pronounce it. I always pronounced it algae. But yeah, here's my Nano Tank, my little beautiful tank. See, I got some cories in there. I have a small little gourami, and then I have two little betas. A white female beta, you can see right there. She's very jumpy, like she just jumped right there. And I have a red beta, two females. The females can get along and live together in a community, although they do, like, you know, bitch at each other every now and then, little nip each other, but they tolerate. Not like the males. You can't put two males in the same tank. They'll go to the death. The females are a little moody, but they tolerate each other. There's my little cories. I love those little cories. They're very active, and although some people may think they're ugly, I find them really cool and entertaining to watch. Very inquisitive little fish. And there's my red little beta. And yeah, my catfish. That's like I think like an upside down catfish. Beautiful fish. I had these fish when they were tiny, little, you know, like quarter-inch sizes. So they're all like maxed out. You know, this is a 10-gallon tank, but they're already at max size, so they stay small, which is what, you know, is what you want. Now we're gonna put my little clown pleco in there and have them acclimatized to have them acclimate to my warm water. And as you can see, it didn't take long. He's already going to town, sucking down some algae. Algae. Yeah, so I feel like he or she is gonna work out really well. And I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for joining me on my little chat and ride here. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.